Boom. So today we are going to talk about a very big lesson that I learned in terms of ads, in terms of copy, and how to figure out what is going to be grabbing attention and what's going to be working. So let's get into it. So I'm basically I'm working on a new offer for one of my clients, and essentially we're starting from the lead magnet, right? We have the free plus shipping book. By the way, whenever I smile, I have like an LED strip around my desk. It looks like something in my teeth. But anyway, um, essentially, we have the center of the value ladder funnel already built out, and it's a free plus shipping book that ascends up to a group coaching, which ascends up to private coaching. And so usually you build the middle of the value ladder, but now we're at the point where we have to start driving cold traffic to expand our email list. And so my team and I have been thinking, especially me and my copy guy, we've been kind of sitting down and strategizing like what is going to really resonate with the audience, and how we can really like help them out and just give them something that will help them to to get into our ecosystem, number one. Number two, to help them with their problems and get them on their way. Now, a little bit of background about my client. He is Peter Taunton. He's the owner of Snap Fitness. So he's a gym. He's a gym owner, right? So he knows how to scale gyms. He's the franchise king. He's taken Nautical Bulls. It's a brand new franchise concept that's had two locations, producing around 1.4 to $2 million per year in revenue. And he scaled it up in 4 months to 26 locations. And he's going to do about 60 in 2022, and going to be pushing in the next 4 to 5 years to produce over $100 million in revenue. So he knows the franchise concept. Now, when we launched the Hill Takers Academy, which is his group coaching, right? Just some background on this. We do a call every week for around an hour. We teach a certain lesson. And then from the lesson, we get into a Q&A section, right? So we launched the Hill Takers Academy, and it's very successful. It's producing a couple grand a month here and there. Barely any ads, very little ads. I think there's one that's running right now. It's like a video views ad just to build up some audience and stuff like that. And we're just driving organic traffic. He has over 500,000 followers on Instagram. So we're just driving traffic from there. And we started with the lead magnet offer, actually pre-lead magnet offer. We started with I think it was something like foundational principles, because keep in mind, probably should have mentioned this. Our audience is one of two people: aspire to be an entrepreneur, people or entrepreneurs already have a business, obviously, and want to scale it and grow it through through personal and group coaching. And so we launched a training called Foundational Principles, and it didn't do that well. I mean, we put a headline. I'm going to see if I can actually find the headline right here. But the headline was, these are the foundational principles that you need to start a business or to grow a business, or, a successful business and whatnot. I'm going to see if I can look for it right here. And foundational principles. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen for you guys. And so we didn't get the results that we thought we were going to get with this. And here we go. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at one of the landing pages. I mean, we split tested it too. We did not run ads to this yet. So the stats are going to be very low. But obviously we don't use this anymore, but if we go to July until now, I mean, the conversion rates were about 40%, right? We split tested it with a control. So it's about 37 to 40% conversion rate. It's nothing bad. We launched this, I think, for about 2 to 3 weeks. This was our first initial offer. I'm going to move this over here. I mean, this is what it looked like. Virtually shows 8 unknown foundational principles in business and life. The ultra wealthy of the ultra wealthy when building a multi 9-figure business and how you can apply it too. And we talked about, how to win when you lose, right? How to man the fuck up and own your shit. How to find purpose without wasting time. So it's kind of all over the place. Number one. Number two, we don't know who we're targeting here, because 9-figure business owner, if you're just starting out, which is who we were targeting first, if you're just starting out, you're not going to be thinking about 9 figures, right? You're going to be thinking about 5 to 6, right? Usually people's goals are 6 figures a year, and then a month, multi 6 figures, right? So that was the first thing. Foundational principles was another thing that, like, do they know they need that? Is that what they want? Right. So that comes down to levels of sophistication as well, right? From Eugene Schwartz. And so I'll get into that in a second. But I mean, it wasn't too bad, the conversion rate, right? I mean, keep in mind, we ran this for 2 weeks, organic, nothing crazy, right? And so from there, we launched another training, and that one was how to start a 6-figure business from scratch, right? And so from there, got even worse. And we kept it very, very general. And on top of that, we tested it with ads, and we were getting a lot of clicks, but we weren't getting a lot of conversions. Now, there was many factors to this, and I'll explain. I'll kind of go deep into each one of them. But the first thing is we didn't have any in-depth research of our customer. We didn't know what stage they were at. We didn't know why they wanted to start a business, what pains and problems they had starting a business. And then on top of that, everyone and their mother was starting a business. Everyone, like, everyone wanted to know, and everyone was starting a business, and everyone was showing how to start a business. So what makes us different? Even though Peter is like the god of franchises, right? He knows how to start it up. But our problem was that we didn't target the right customer. We didn't know how to say it correctly, right? And we didn't know, like, how to speak to them, how to get into their mind. I'm actually going to show you guys the funnel right here. Let's see. And we haven't changed it yet, but we're currently working on a new one right here. So how to build a 6-figure business from scratch, right? Instantly. Okay. So, I mean, this was good because it increases the speed that you need. That the hill ticker method is a simple way. I built Nautical Bulls, which is the one that we talked about, into a multi-million-dollar business in less than 4 months, right? So it's a good, it's a little proof of concept right there. And so we talked about some of the bullets and stuff like that of the videos that we were gonna be showing, right? And some background over here. So this was much better. I know I did say it was worse. The way it was constructed was a little bit better because we broke down what we're going to be teaching through here much deeper, right? As compared to the other one, was not as deep, right? I'm just going to move this over here. This one wasn't as deep, very, very simple text, right? On top of that, we did have a proof of concept, right? Which is really good. And we had a lot of explanation of who he is, right? And on top of that, if we go into this, we can just tap some of that info. We just have a 4-minute video. And on top of that, it takes us straight to the free plus shipping book. Now, when you're in this one over here and you get access, just put bogus@gmail.com. Actually, I don't know why there's a phone number on here, but anyway. You have about 6 videos. And you also have the editor's notes. So you can make your own copy and you can answer these questions and apply it into your life right away, right? Because we want them to be engaged. We want them to we want to grab their attention and keep their attention for the entire time. And on top of that, this ascends them into the next part of the value ladder. Okay, so there's a lot of big differences between these offers. So I said a lot of things. Let's go back. If you didn't already catch it, we didn't know. Let's go back here. We didn't know the audience who we're serving. We didn't know their problems, right? And we didn't know what pain points they had with what we're trying to offer. Okay, Peter could offer anything about business strategy. He knows a lot. So what we decided to do and what we're currently working on right now is we're focused, number one, instead of just people who aspire to be an entrepreneur, we've shifted into fitness business owners, right? People who already own a gym and are looking to expand. So see how much we went down from the niche, from top of the top of the charts, where people who aspire to be an entrepreneur, down all the way deep, people who already have a business and already are looking to scale it, right? Now we can ask them what their problems are, and it's going to get much more specific. Okay. When you're at the top, you're going to have a whole wide range of problems that people have getting started. But when you're niche down, the problems become a little bit similar, right? People don't have the capital, right? People don't have the consistency. People don't have the right team, right? But when you're up of the ladder of people wanting to start a business, oh, they don't know where to start. They don't know who to ask. They don't have money. They don't know what to read. They don't know what to do. You know, they don't know how to do X, Y, and Z. There's so many problems. It's going to be tough to grab them in. So when you're niche down, you're targeting them, and then you're already entering the convo in their head. Okay. So that's what we did. And that's what we're currently doing. We're still building out this offer. And I have a meeting with Peter tomorrow and my copy guy. We're going to go ahead and formulate this. Wednesday, we're going to go ahead and start the copy. Friday, we're going to finish the copy. And then Saturday, we're going to finish the ad copy, and we're going to launch it right after. So Saturday and Sunday, it's going to be launched. Then we're going to track it and see what the data is from there. Because this way we're speaking directly to the people that we want to target. Peter is in the fitness industry, so we're going to target fitness people instead of just entrepreneurs, because they can resonate with him more, right? Ooh, so once you know the target audience, you have to know the levels of sophistication within your market. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into this because it's a very, very big topic, but one of my other clients brought me on this coaching call with one of these big time copywriters. He's not really known, but he has very, very good results. And so I'm kind of partnered with my client on this. So we go into coaching groups together. And so this is, I'll pull up the charts of sophistication right here. Some of you have seen this before, some of you have not, but this is by Eugene Schwartz. So I'm just going to briefly explain how this concept works out. The more deeper you get into your claim and your unique mechanism and all that stuff, skepticism of your prospects will rise, right? Because more and more people will come out with a solution of their own. Some will be very good, some will be very bad, and their skepticism will be high because they will not know who to trust and who works the best. But they also get smarter, right? And you get smarter as well. So at level one is the birth of a new market. Just you're making a claim. Okay. You have something, you have some solution, right? Level two is you're making the claim bigger than your competition. Okay. You're basically saying that you have a bigger formula, a bigger method, right? For us, we have the Hill Taker method. It's basically what Peter has used to bring Snap Fitness to over $200 million company evaluation, right? Own 5 other franchises under his portfolio company. You're basically claiming that you have a bigger solution than someone else. Level 3 is introducing a mechanism that offers a logical reason why your claim is achievable. So this is kind of like your new mechanism, right? This is your new kind of thing differently from someone else. Okay. And you're offering different things, right? It's like a new term for an old solution. Okay. It's a new way, it's a new mechanism for an old solution, right? Level 4 is create a bigger mechanism or an upgraded version of the previous one, right? You're still upgrading it, still going there. And level 5 is the marketer's level of sophistication is at the maximum, right? They no longer believe in, or the market's level of sophistication. I read it back and I was like, that doesn't make any sense. The market's level of sophistication is at the maximum, right? They no longer believe any mechanisms, right? And new advanced marketing strategies must be activated. So this is when they've seen everything. Then you go all the way back down and you restart the whole process, right? So that's why it's so important to understand your market and your customers, because you're able to understand their sophistication and their skepticism of the current products on the market, right? Obviously, they've seen they're at level 5 with how to start a business, right? Like everyone and their mom is showing how to start a business, right? But with the Hill Taker method and the group coaching, right, we dropped it back down here. Okay. It's a new mechanism that we're offering. And it's basically group coaching through someone who's actually done it, not set videos. It's like you can actually sit down with the business owner who's done it all, and you can ask any questions that you have, right? It's completely different than the average Joe Schmo with training videos there, right? So that's something very, very important to take a look at. Like I said, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but it's very good to understand the levels of sophistication. I'm not the best person to teach it, but there are definitely other people that could definitely teach us better. But let's kind of recap, because that was a lot. So you have to know your audience. You have to know their pain points. You have to know what these people want. The best way to do is get inside of their head, get inside of the conversation that they're having, reach out to these people. Like on this client's offer that we're building, we have a community of texting of a texting platform, and we just asked them straight away, hey, do you own a business? Do you manage or own a business? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. What problems are you facing scaling it? We're going to build a training around this. We're going to give it to you, right? On top of that, what we're going to offer is all of the members, the Hill Taker members currently inside of the coaching group, you get a free private coaching with Peter and me, the guy who does marketing, Peter, the guy who does business strategy. If you just help us out, answer a few questions, because we're trying to get a little bit more market research in. 15 minutes, ask us any questions you want. Boom, private session with Peter and with me, right? We're giving an incentive. They have nothing to lose. It's a win-win-win situation for everyone, right? Peter builds up a good relationship with them. The client gets their questions asked, and we get the market research, right? So, that was a lot. Know your customer, because your offer is what is going to completely revolutionize the way you do things. And that's going to be for another video, but this should all be done before the ads. All of this should be done before the ads, and we'll get into the ads in a little bit. Not this video, in the next coming videos, but everything is done before the ads, because if you don't have the foundation set, the ads will not help you. Okay. Steve Larsen talks about learning from rich dad marketers, because they didn't have the internet and they're still making millions, right? So if they're making millions without the internet, imagine what you could do with the internet, right? So they have the proven formula, and this is what they would do. Okay. Also comes down to your offer and your sales message and your copy of how you put it onto the funnel. And that comes from understanding your prospects. Okay. I learned this the hard way. It took me a freaking long time to understand this. I don't know why. I don't know why it just didn't stick into my head. I just didn't even know what it meant. But I finally figured it out, and I'm very happy about that. And I want to teach you guys how to do that. So if you guys found this video helpful, go ahead and rewatch it. Take some notes if you didn't already. Make sure you always, every time you watch a video of mine, make sure you have a pen and paper, because I'm going to be talking very fast. and I'm going to have a lot of information to give you guys, because I'm always learning. I always got new books and stuff like that I'm reading every single day, and I'm applying. So I'm going to take you guys through the journey, and because this is like a new series that I'm starting up. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys found this helpful, go ahead and share it as well. And yeah, guys, thank you so much. Let me know as well, if you're still watching, let me know what you learned. If you have any questions, ask me down below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability, because I want to help you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.